Good morning, every single one of you watching from all around the world. Sam here, United People's TV. I've got that Friday feeling. You've got that Friday feeling. You know why? Because it's actually Friday. How are you all doing? You let me know in the comments below. But this should be quite an exciting show. As it is a transfer window, there's always big news going on with Manchester United. And I've got updates for you on Kieran Trippier, mainly Paul Pogba, Eduardo Camavinga, Ruben Neves. Oh, Ruben Neves. Man United's away kit has been launched this morning. Man United's game against Preston on Saturday has been cancelled due to COVID. There's so much to run through. And then what else have we got on here? We've got Axel Tuanzebe, a conversation about him. We've got the away kit. There's loads to do. And I'm sure you're all going to fire in your questions as you always do throughout this entire stream. You know the drill by now. You let me know where you're watching this from in the comments. You let me know the town and you let me know the country you're watching it from. And I will try and get you added onto the interactive map, which I haven't actually looked at in the last few streams. I've just been a bit busy with, streaming. So I apologize about that. Let me see if I can get a few of you added onto it today, though. Pull the map up there. And also, yesterday was a great day. Thank you, every single one of you who joined in yesterday and joined in the big 200,000 stream. That was absolutely fantastic. Let's try and get it to, what can we get it to? Try and get it to 250 today. Oh, wow. I annoyed one person there. Let's try and get it to 250 today on the live stream. We'll keep heading back to that and see how you're getting on. But let me head down here and see in the comments. I look at that, Josh Williams, the man who is still convinced that I am Victor him. You've got it right, man. I am Victor him. It is my alter ego. But big up to you for joining, Josh. I've seen you around in the comments for a long time. Got Avsal watching from Bolton. Good morning to you. Carl, you're watching from Hampshire. Join as a member. Big up to you, Carl. Thank you for joining as a member. Thank you very much. And great to have you on board. It should be an interesting show this morning, as I said. The main news, certainly, is around Kieran Trippier. And whether or not you like Kieran Trippier, whether or not you think we need Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier wants Manchester United. This is from James Ducker, who we consider top tier when it comes to reliability on Manchester United transfer news. He said, Man United transfer target. Kieran Trippier is prepared to wait to complete his dream move. And I'll go into the story. I'll read it for you here. Kieran Trippier believes his hopes of securing a move to Manchester United could go into the final days of the season, the transfer window, because Manchester United are keen on getting rid of players before they bring in any more players. And that's something we've really, really read. We kind of scrolled down here, talking about Solskjaer building an English core, and he wants Trippier to be part of that. And this is the interesting paragraph here. Read this one. The United manager believes Trippier would offer my God, what is with the Telegraph website? Didn't let you highlight something. Jeez, that was difficult. The United manager believes Trippier would offer an added threat from set pieces. Obviously, Kieran Trippier's got an excellent set piece delivery on him, greater experience and attacking impetus from right back, and can cover on the left if necessary. Wan-Bissaka was a virtual ever-present at right back last season, but the 23-year-old's attacking output still requires improvement, and United feel it could benefit in the longer term from Trippier's presence. I won't disagree with anything of that. I think Wan-Bissaka knows that his attacking output has to improve, but I think Wan-Bissaka's attacking output has improved. He got the assist for Anthony Elanga's volley against, I forgot the game we just played. I always do that. I always go to, anyway, Anthony Elanga just scored a volley. It was a home. It was against Brentford. There you go. Brain fart. Anyway, he got the assist for that. He got a few assists last season. He's definitely improved his attacking output. But I do agree that Kieran Trippier could come in and actually help him too. That's something I really strongly think. Hey, look, Alok Chakraborty, you've joined as a YouTube member. Big up to you, Alec. Make sure you leave your comments below. As everybody knows by now, if you remember, you get priority readout in comments. Like John Ewan. Look, everyone's got that Friday feeling this morning. Big up to you, John. How you doing, my friend? I see where else you're watching this from. We've got, look, Saeed, watching from Accra, my second home. Look at that. I'm jealous of you, my friend. You are watching from, where is that comment gone? Satyaki watching from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Amsterdam. If you've never been to Amsterdam, Amsterdam is legitimately one of the best cities in the world. It's exactly what you think it is. And every time you go to Amsterdam, you leave with different stories, different experiences, and it's great fun. But what do you think about this Trippier news? Because Trippier really is keen on a move to Manchester United. That's something that's abundantly obvious. Absolutely abundantly obvious. He wants that move to United. He's got 1 year left on his deal at Atletico Madrid. He's won the Liga. He can't better that. He's gone out and he's won the league with Atletico Madrid, and he did play a key role in it. It's not as if he was a bit part player. He played most games and was a key player for Diego Simeone. That's why they don't want to lose him for a cheap deal, and why Manchester United so far haven't been able to agree on a fee. Now, the fee is the issue. So we go back up here. We scroll up. We see we've got the fee written down. Oh, we don't need to write. We know it anyway. 30 million is what we've been seeing linked with Kieran Trippier, which for me absolutely blows my mind. Blows my mind that Kieran Trippier, 30 million. There's absolutely no need. Gary Goff on the Facebook member, you're saying don't need him, Sam. I don't think we need him, but I do think that Manchester United could do with him. I can see the benefit. You saw the benefit of Telles was sure. I think we could see a similar thing with Wan-Bissaka and Trippier. Got Matthew Planky. Good morning, Sam. Up at 4:30 just to watch the channel. Hey, mate, big up to you. I love this game. I do love this game. And if you didn't see yesterday, that's a great plug there. As a 200,000 giveaway, look at that lovely presentation box. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love this game. From Patrice Evra, we go in here, which I can't open at the moment. I can now. And we've got the letter there. We've got a bag there. We've got an I Love This Game hoodie all wrapped up beautifully. For one of you, that's going to be a prize that I'm going to send out to you. And all you've got to do, it's very, very simple. Just join our Discord. Okay, I'll give you the link now. So many of you came on yesterday. So many of you entered that competition to win that. It's free to enter. It's my way of giving back to you because you've given me so much and you continue to give me so much every single day. It's a great community we're building. Follow that link. Go into the giveaway channel. You'll see the post about Patrice Evra's hoodie. Just drop a like on it and I'll choose a winner this week and I'll get it sent out. Just like I did when we chose the Discord hoodie winner only a few weeks ago. I'm going to keep doing giveaways on this channel. I think what I'm going to try and do is do a giveaway every 1,000 subs on YouTube. It'll be a great way for me to give back to you whilst you give to me at the same time. Got Kumaran saying, good morning, Sam. Watching from Durban, South Africa. Good morning to you, Kumaran. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're looking forward to the weekend. Sean, you're okay. It's a bit of a rogue opinion. 30 million is cheap. We do need him if he is a defender. I think 30 million, I don't think you can say that 30 million is cheap because Jermaine's right there. Oh, no, actually, no. I doubt that. I completely disagree, actually. You're saying Trippier would definitely bench Wan-Bissaka, no doubt, and stunt his growth. I don't think he would. I think he'd be an excellent backup to him. And I think he would. Last year, we saw with Wan-Bissaka that he just played every single week. And it's not that he was a terrible footballer. He wasn't. But you need to have rotation in your squad because as we saw so often with Bruno, with Rashford, the two key players, they just weren't rotated enough last year and they burned out. And it was a big problem. Josh Williams, you're saying Trippier will not bench AWB. People are already forgetting AWB is a world-class defender. I don't think he's world-class just yet, Josh, but he's certainly got the capability of it. He's a world-class defender, one-on-one, one of the best in the world. Going forward, there's still a lot to learn. But I think we're going to see, and I'll put it in my season prediction, which are coming out next week, I believe. Was it a week after? I think it's next week. Anyway, it's coming out soon. Keep an eye out for that. I think Wan-Bissaka is going to be our most improved player next season. I'll explain exactly why. Steven, how you doing, my friend? Watching from Basel. How is it this morning in Switzerland? Oh, look at that. Got Albert watching from Donegal in Ireland. I'll tell you what, Albert, I'm feeling... It's got that Friday feeling. Let's get Donegal onto the map, eh? Donegal, Ireland. You're on the map, my friend. Welcome aboard. If you're not subscribed on YouTube already, Albert, you have to be now, right? You're on the map. Those are the rules. But thank you very much for watching. And as always, keep firing in your comments. Everyone, find your super chats. If you would like to, please join the channel as a member. There's a little join button just down below. You can see it below me. It's cheaper than the price of a pint. And any money that comes from that is only getting put straight back into the channel to make it bigger and better. The new video editor is going to be coming on soon. Those short videos are going to be returning. That's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to doing those again. I'm not just all about the live streams, although I really am enjoying the live streams at the moment. My own opinion on Kieran Trippier is we shouldn't be prioritizing a backup right back. We should be all over signing a defensive midfielder. And it strikes me as I think Manchester United are only going to do one of those deals this summer now. Either a central midfielder or a backup right back. And what do we need more? It's a no-brainer. We need a central midfielder far more than we need a backup right back. So therefore, United should be prioritising Neves or Camavinga or Ndidi or Niguez or anybody. Look, Malhan saying Bellingham would be a baller. Geez, Bellingham would be a baller, but Borussia Dortmund won't be letting him go anytime soon. Let's see what happens in the future with that. We tried to get him in, but he made the right choice. Let's be honest. Look how his career progressed. He was at Euro 2020, for goodness sake, and he's had a great season there. And I think he'll go on to be a fantastic central midfielder in the Premier League somewhere. Maybe not United this year, not this year anyway. But moving on from Trippier, as I said, with Trippier, I think it's something that clearly will go on until towards the end of the transfer window. If we do sign Trippier, it's going to be probably in the last week of the transfer window. That's what it strikes me as. JC saying, look, only a month until the transfer window closes and we haven't sold anybody. And that is the big priority for Manchester United. That really, really is. That's why United is going to go a bit quiet, I think, in terms of deals coming in the next few weeks, because we're just going to be focusing on the start of the season and selling players and trimming this squad down. Matthew Planky saying, do we know when the Varane medical / announcement will be? Reports are saying that Varane is flying over to Manchester today, which I can't be surprised if he isn't. It's been a little bit of a delay already, so he should be flying over today. And therefore, you could probably expect the announcement, given the fact that the quarantine has to happen. I think it's probably going to be next weekend. That's what it strikes me as. And I tell you what's really annoying about next weekend is I'm not actually here. I'm away for a few days and I can't do lives. So dead on, they're going to announce Varane when I can't be here. Steve Kunath saying, congrats on 200k, buddy. Thank you very much, Steve. And as I said yesterday, thank you very much to everyone who joined in, who got involved, who has been involved this whole way through. The giveaways that I'm doing is my way to give back to you as a thank you, because you're the community. I'm just the face of it. And that's the truth, in my own opinion anyway. Right, but moving on from Kieran Trippier, as we can see now in the comments, you're all a bit mixed opinions on Kieran Trippier, whether we need him, whether we don't need him, but we all agree the central midfield is a bigger priority. Danny Wilson saying, is it a 7 or 10 day quarantine? I think it might be a 5-day quarantine, Danny. I'm not really sure exactly why. I think there's something to do with elite sports being exempt. It's a bit confusing. Nah, Josh, no stream. There'll be a stream tomorrow. Don't worry, Josh. I'm talking about next weekend. That will be the weekend ruined. You're completely right. Although I could just get Victor in to do it for me, couldn't I? Hey, look, Aaron watching from Portadown, Northern Ireland. Good morning to you, member of the gang, as always. And Andy Healy watching from Manchester. Probably raining up there, isn't it, Andy? How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for joining in. But when it comes to player sales, there's only one player who really is top of the list at the moment. I thought David De Gea would have been given out on loan. I thought there would have been more about it. It's not the fact that, and I want to say this quickly, actually, before I move on. I'm not an anti-David De Gea man. I love David. I absolutely love David De Gea and what he has done for the club. But I just see this summer as the right time for him to move on because we've got Dean Henderson. But I don't think anyone's really going to afford. No one's really going to be able to afford David De Gea this summer. So that's why the idea of a loan with an obligation to buy, that is what I think will happen if De Gea leaves. But at this moment in time, he's not leaving. But Paul Pogba, this is what Fabrizio Romano has had to say about Paul Pogba yesterday. We saw these links with Paul Pogba and Mino Raiola and Liverpool that happened when we were live on the stream yesterday morning. And I was like, surely not. Surely not. And this is what Fabrizio Romano had to say yesterday on Paul Pogba. At the moment, United have no agreement with Pogba and Raiola in terms of a new contract. They are working on it. They will keep trying to make him sign a new deal. They will keep trying even into the new season. United want to keep him. Pogba isn't close to PSG. It will be a tough deal for PSG to negotiate. Let's see if they make it an official side. Let's see if the situation changes in August. From talking to United and Pogba's side, I think there is a chance of him staying. United, and this is a key point here, and this is where I want your opinion. United are willing to take the risk of starting the new season with Pogba on 1 year, with 1 year left on his contract. They'll try to renegotiate again, maybe in September or October, if they can't reach an agreement before. United's mission is to keep him. You let me know what you think about that in the comments. Do you think it's the right idea that Manchester United are willing to take a risk on losing Paul Pogba on a free transfer? Or should Manchester United just be getting Paul Pogba sold this summer, draw a line under it, move on as a football club. I want to know what you think about that in the comments below. It's an interesting one. Ian Houghton, how you doing? Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. And I've just seen your comment, which you got there, saying, love your stream, man. Not sure who is buying players now, though. Madrid and Barca bankrupt. Italy, Germany, and PSG are quiet. And it's absolutely correct to say that, Ian. And it's what I said earlier, is the fact that Manchester United are the only team in the Premier League to complete a transfer over 40 million. And that's Jadon Sancho. Rafael Varane close to the edge of 40 million as well. It's been very, very quiet so far this summer. Euros have obviously delayed it quite a lot, but there's no huge moves happening, really. Jadon Sancho, definitely the biggest transfer that's happened thus far. And Man United, as I said before, we're taking advantage of an opportunity where other teams are staying quiet. United are going in big. Now, let me see what you think, though, about Paul Pogba. We've got Tony Pereira. How you doing, Tony? Good morning to you. You're saying sell Pogba and get a replacement if he does not sign. Shreyan, you disagree, saying keep Pogba, keep Pogba. At least you're sitting on the fence, keep Pogba. Wenslao saying sell Pogba and get Renato Sanchez. Renato Sanchez's name coming back into it. That's an interesting one. Let me see what else is going down here. T-Roy, you're saying Paul Pogba is world-class. Just over Minna's circus. And it is a circus. We know it's a circus. Sheena saying Paul Pogba is world-class, but no player is bigger than the club. Hell yeah, Sheena. I completely agree with you. Make sure you drop a like on the video, Sheena. No player is bigger than the club. It's something I absolutely said. And I don't want to see Manchester United begging to keep Paul Pogba. And I made that very clear. If Paul Pogba wants to play for Manchester United, I want Paul Pogba at the club. But if he doesn't, go. Get out, man. We'll more than survive without you. We'll probably win the league next year. And you can be sitting there in PSG going, man, I should have stayed. I should have stayed. Look, Sean, as Roy Keane said, United will survive even if Pogba leaves. He's undoubtedly world-class, but he should only stay if he wants to play 100%. It's exactly why. Look, United, we've got Donny van de Beek. We have a ready-made replacement sitting there in the club, which we've underused for an entire year. It's not as if we'd struggle to replace Pogba, in my own opinion. Pogba is great, but I think van de Beek could do a large portion of what Paul Pogba does. Obviously not as good, doesn't have that huge passing range that Paul Pogba does, but Van der Beek is certainly smarter in possession. You see, that was something that frustrated all of us last year about Paul Pogba, is when he got the ball deep towards the edge of his own box. He's so slow in that first turn that he got caught in possession so many times unnecessarily. Like, man, what are you doing? Just pass and move quickly in that sort of area. Don't take your time on the ball. Pogba does that, kind of dilly-dallies in that position. He's not used to He's not used to the press, I don't think. He's not press resistant anyway. Jason, you're saying get rid of him now. If he's not signed now, he's obviously playing the waiting game for other clubs to come in. We all know what him and his agent's game is, and that's money. It's true. It is. That's Mino Raiola for you. And as I said, would I be willing to take the risk of starting the season with Pogba having 1 year left on his contract? It depends whether he wants to play for us or not. If he's just going to sit there and sulk because he hasn't got to move away, a bit like Ronaldo did when he had that 1 more year before he went to Real Madrid. He didn't sulk, but he wasn't the same Ronaldo that was there the year before. It's an issue. It's an issue. It's a very difficult issue. Man United actually genuinely do risk losing Paul Pogba on a free twice. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how absolutely mad that is? George saying, please, Sam, add PayPal as a means of joining the community. I don't know how to do that, George. I'm really sorry if I can't do that. But I suppose just sending a super chat or just drop a like on the video. Just leave your comments, my friend. Do whatever you can to help and support the channel. I'm kind of surprised if YouTube doesn't give PayPal as an option, but that's YouTube. Oh, look at that. Billy March on Facebook watching from Newcastle, Australia. Why not? Let me get you onto the map, my friend. I'm not sure if Newcastle's on the map yet. Actually, is Newcastle in Sydney? I don't know. Newcastle, no, New South Wales. There you go. There you are, Billy. You're on the map, my friend. Make sure you drop a like on the video as a thank you. Why not, eh? And let's move on to the next thing. And this is about Ruben Neves. It's kind of a small update. That's why I didn't really put it as a main topic on the channel of the video, sorry. Saying Ruben Neves links. At the moment, Manchester United have many opportunities in the market for midfield, but it mainly depends on Paul Pogba's future. Also on Van der Beek's and Matic. Nothing is imminent at the moment, but it's worth keeping an eye on. And that is effectively what the situation Manchester United are in with midfielders. We linked with Neves. We linked with Camavinga, who I'll speak about just in a second. We linked with, well, indeed, tentatively, Neves, Goretzka, who Fabrizio has said, and I've said the entire way through, and I've maintained it, he's just using United for a new contract. And it's exactly what Fabrizio's saying. He's likely to stay. He's having happy conversations. I think even Bayern's president has already said we're in contract conversations. Forget about Goretzka, ladies and gents. That is not happening. Damien watching from Galway in Ireland as a member. Good morning to you, my member friend. How are you doing out there in Galway? Got Jessica, you're saying Pogba move on from my club. You're not the only one who's going to be thinking that, Jessica. And there are a lot of people who feel like that. And the thing that frustrates me a little bit is the fact that Manchester United, with Paul Pogba, with Neves, with everything, it's all interlinked. That's why I said it was very simple for United to go and sign Sancho. It was very simple for United to go and sign a centre-back. There wasn't any other transfers that sort of affected that. With this central midfielder, that's why it hasn't happened yet. That's why it's complicated and confusing, because it is a problem. You can see here that Manchester United, we're waiting on certain deals to happen. We are waiting on Paul Pogba's future. We are waiting on so many things to happen at the same time. That's why we haven't actually signed a central midfielder yet. Couple of comments here coming in from Abby. Joke of the century, Pogba being offered to Liverpool. I think that was probably a news story rather than an actual story. I hope it was. I really hope it was, because if it wasn't, then literally fuck you, Mino Raiola. Anna saying, afternoon, if Pogba wants to leave, let him. We have DVB. DVB? He'll at least get a chance to prove himself. Bad network today due to cloudy weather. Don't worry, Anuj, you're not the only one. I'm looking outside. He's looking miserable there in England. It's definitely going to rain here later today. Gary, you're saying Pogba is one of the best players in the world and we should just pay him what he wants and tie him down to a new 4 to 5 year contract. For me, Gary, it's not just about the money with Paul Pogba. It's about his desire. And if he's ambitious, and we know Paul Pogba's ambitious, he's looking at this club now wanting to stay there more than he did last year, because we've signed Varane, we've signed Sancho. We, as a football club, have shown more ambition in this summer transfer window than any other club in Europe. And that is going to be a key decision as part of whether or not Paul Pogba stays. Now, moving on from Paul Pogba, staying in central midfield, the other main target we've been linked with, Eduardo Camavinga. Fabrizio saying Eduardo Camavinga is not in a rush and is thinking about trying to pick a club next summer due to more options that he will get. And I'll be honest, I think it's kind of, that's what it strikes me as. I said a few weeks ago that this whole Camavinga situation seemed dead easy. It seemed dead straightforward. 30 million for him. Ren will accept because he's only got 1 year left on his contract. Go. He wants it. He'll be happy to join a Premier League club. Go and do it. Manchester United didn't do it. It's all gone a bit quiet, and it's all linked to Paul Pogba, in my opinion. And therefore, I can't really see Manchester United signing Camavinga this summer. Surely would have been an exciting 18-year-old raw prospect, unknown. Could he be great? He could be great. It could be fantastic straight away. But Manchester United really haven't moved for Camavinga. And it looks like he's happy to wait out his contract and just go on a free transfer next summer, because therefore he's going to get bigger sign-on bonuses. He's going to get more clubs interested in him. And next summer, because it will be on a free, he could go to Barcelona or Real Madrid. Whereas this summer, he can't go to either of them because they won't really sign players they've got to pay for. As Gary says, he's off to Spain, and it strikes me as he's probably going to wait for that for next year. Pranav saying, let Pogba go and get Camavinga or Saul. If Pogba leaves, Saul Niguez would be a great, great signing. Let me have a look. Special K. I haven't had that cereal in ages, and I know why, because it tastes like crap. I don't think Paul Pogba is going to leave. Well, let's see what goes on. I think the Paul Pogba situation is going to be a bit of a... It's going to drag out, unfortunately. It's going to be a situation that sort of annoys us, that bores us, that's going to be going on through the start of the season. And that's what it strikes me as. I might be wrong, but that's what I can see. Sorry if people are spamming in the comments. I need to, Josh, anybody who's a member, I might make a few new mods, because we need to get more mods in here to keep these comments nice and not spammed. We've got Raj. You're saying get Grealish to replace Paul Pogba. Grealish, it looks like he's going City, my friend. I don't think Grealish is coming anywhere near Manchester United. And something that is not happening this weekend that would be Manchester United playing Preston. This is a very interesting one. And this is a bit of a, let's be honest, it's quite a concern. So, official statement from the club on the friendly against Preston on Saturday. Following routine testing of the first team, we have identified a small number of suspected positive cases. Now, looking into that a bit further, it looks like Manchester United have had 9 cases, 9 positive tests on the lateral flow. Now, if you know about COVID testing, lateral flow tests is a quick test at home, which shows if you have it, but they're not 100% accurate. PCR tests far more accurate. So what we're going to see now over the next few days is the results of these PCR tests. Who has tested positive? What bubble will be affected? What quarantine will be affected? What players will have to self-isolate? Because we've got, 15 days now until the start of the season. So to lose a lot of players for an isolation period now would be bad news. Oh, look at that, Luke. How you doing, Luke? Thank you very much for joining and becoming part of the family. I will definitely read out a comment from you, my friend, if you can let me know down there. Oh, look at that. Watching from Toronto in Canada. You can go straight on the map, my friend. Let me get that up for you. How is it out there? I was supposed to go to Toronto in, 2019. I was going to go on a nice trip. It didn't happen. You know why? Corona. Cheers, Corona. Toronto, you're on the map. Thank you very much for joining, Luke. Great to have you on board. But yeah, it's a bit concerning, I'll be honest, this COVID breakout, because Manchester United were having a good preseason. I keep speaking about the fact that a preseason is so important to help new signings settle. Obviously, Jadon Sancho's still on holiday. Obviously, Raphael Varane is not quite in the door yet. So both of them aren't really going to have too much time. We were talking about Jadon Sancho maybe featuring for Manchester United against Everton on the 7th of August. Maybe that game against Everton won't go ahead now. We've got 7 days for it. And if we've just lost a load of players because of quarantine, what's going to happen? This is going to be an interesting season. It really is, because there's going to be times where, I don't know, you're going into a game against City away and all of a sudden Bruno Fernandes fucking tests positive for coronavirus and you don't have Bruno. There's going to be weird things like that happen across the season. It's going to be certainly a more wholesome season than last year when it was empty stadiums and silence. You got fans back in the stadiums, great. But there's still going to be things that happen throughout the season that really screw things up. Just like this one here, rules out United playing Preston on Saturday. Bit of a disappointment. I knew plenty of lads who were going there for the away day. Plenty of lads who've actually lost money out on the train tickets. But it is what it is. And something else that's happened this morning, I actually didn't pull up. Oh, that was stupid of me. Let me pull these up here. Something else that's happened this morning is Manchester United have launched their new away kit. You let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Let me pull up some photos for you here. Oh, yeah, Jadon Sancho. You look good in it. Up you come. Oh, there's Paul Pogba as well. Let's get a couple of these up here for you. And you can let me know what you think about the new away kit. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about Manchester United's new away kit? There's Jadon Sancho looking suave. It's a throwback to the 1990, I think, to 92 away kit. Oh dear, wrong button. And the big thing I like about this kit is the fact it doesn't have the Chevrolet logo there. If you were to look at the kit from the 90s, let me see if I can pull up a photo of it. 90 to 92 away kit. And the reason it looks so nice, I think anyway, was because the shot. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful kit. That was. This is the kit it's an ode to. Look at that one there. So the reason that was good is because look at the sharp logo. It's sort of it fits in the kit. It's not as garish as the Chevrolet logo. And that's why the Team Viewer logo there, it looks quite good on it. I'll be honest, it's a good throwback, this one. It is, as Gary says there, look, it's a proper retro kit. I'm not going to be, you know what I'm saying. Look, you know what I'm wearing. I'm sitting here wearing the oldschoolfootball.co.uk shirt that they sent me. Go over there, UTD People's TV 10. You can get a 10% discount on all their stuff. Brilliant, really nice quality, really nice fit. I love the retro look. You love the retro look. Everybody likes the retro look. Matthew, you're a big fan of it. Away kit is nice and retro. It's exactly what they're going for. They know that they're holding onto the retroness, and I don't blame them because it looks the best. Here's Paul Pogba in the new kit as well. Will this be the only time we see Paul Pogba in the new away kit? Potentially. You can't rule that out. He's looking all smiles. He's happy in it. Let me know in the comments below. Type yes or no. Do you think this is the only time we're ever going to see Paul Pogba in the away kit this year? Got Stefan saying, to whom much is given, more is expected. Ole needs to deliver. That's a very philosophical comment you left there, Stefan. And I think you're right, because the expectations on the expectations on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United this year have gone from there, they've gone to there. We can't complain now that we don't have a defence that's capable of challenging for the Premier League. We do. We can't complain that we don't have a right winger that's capable of delivering for us. We've just got Jadon Sancho in. What we can currently complain about is that lack of a central midfield signing at this particular moment in time. Luke, you think this is not the only time we're going to see him in the away kit. Carl, you disagree. You disagree. 50-50 said, look, it is 50-50. And I think that's exactly what Paul Pogba's future is at Manchester United right now. 50-50. Got Anna saying, please take care. This new Delta variant of COVID-19 is bad news. As a doctor, I'm requesting you guys to follow distancing, hand hygiene, and masks. Look, if COVID and everything that's happened with COVID has taught us anything, it is how important personal hygiene is. How, I'll be honest, how absolutely disgusting it is to shake people's hands. No offense to people shaking hands, but you do not know where that hand has been at all. So to go and shake it, it's just a bit weird, in my opinion now. I think it's a little bit odd shaking people's hands. I'm not going to be doing it, in my own opinion. I'm going to be distancing where possible. Everybody try and get back to normal however you can, but just don't be silly about it. We're 10 short of the big 200. So if you're new, please drop a like on the video. Please subscribe if you're new to United People TV. Let's get to 200 before the end of the live stream this morning. And if you want to, please join as a member. There's a little join button down below. Any money that you can, it's less than the price of a pint on YouTube and on Facebook. Any money you do donate is going to be put back into the channel, reinvested. We're going to have a new studio coming soon. Going to have a new podcast launching soon. Going to have the short videos are coming back 2 a week at least. There's loads more coming across the season. So as I said, it's not just about a money grab here. This is about making the channel bigger and better, and you can help make that happen. And if just subscribe. Subscribe is free. Easy. Let's go down here. Let's have a quick recap of all of the news here. The main story is about Kieran Trippier. Let's actually talk about the kit. It's got Karim, you're saying it's a nice away kit. COVID. Oh, God, there's too many comments coming in now. Karim watching from Alexandria, Egypt. You can go on the map, my friend. I don't believe we've got anybody from Egypt yet. Alexandria, Egypt. Wow. That would be a beautiful place. I'm a big historical man. If you didn't know, I did history at university. I did my dissertation on the Munich air disaster. That's how I really got into writing about Manchester United. Fun fact. Went up to Manchester, did loads of primary research, did my dissertation on the social and economic impact of the Munich air disaster, how it affected England, not only in Manchester, but England as a whole, and the repercussions of it. It was a really fascinating, sad, melancholy, I suppose, research to do, but I've always been a United fan, and it allowed me to delve into the history of my club a bit more. But anyway, enough about me, enough about history. Let's speak about the news today. And Kieran Trippier is the main story. It's basically James Ducker saying, look, Kieran Trippier is willing to wait until the end of the transfer window to get his secure move. He wants that move to Manchester United, and he's desperate for it. Quickly got to head back to the map because Damien is a member. You're from Galway, if I believe, Damien. If I'm not, I apologize. You're on the map, my friend. Thank you very much for being a member of the family. Let's head back to the news quickly. Whoop. So many people have a go at me for going on the map too much. I like the map. It's an interactive, fun idea. Stephen, you're saying Trippier would be a great transfer. I think he would help AWB with his experience, especially in the offensive area. And we've got Rego watching from Kuwait. Let me quickly get you added onto the map, my friend, then, because you sent a super chat. That would be rude for me to ignore. Kuwait. Kuwait is on the map. Welcome aboard, Rego. Make sure you subscribe as well, Rego. It's free. Get involved. But Kieran Trippier, as Gary said in the comments there, he is a United fan. Kieran Trippier, his whole family lives in the Northwest. It's a very straightforward, he wants that move. It's straightforward in that sense. It's not straightforward in the fact that Manchester United haven't agreed on a fee. That's going to be the problem with Kieran Trippier, but it will go down to the wire, I think, on this one. So don't expect any Trippier move anytime soon. We had a discussion about Paul Pogba, a discussion about everything to do with him, the fact that no deal has yet been agreed, and Man United might be taking a risk on keeping him past the start of the season. And if Man United have got ambitions to win the league next year, they want Paul Pogba in that team as long as he wants to play for us. Ruben Neves links. It's all a bit quiet on Ruben Neves. Camavinga, nothing's really happening on Camavinga. And nothing I really think will happen on any midfielder until the P word is sorted out. Until Pogba's either leaving or staying, we're not going to get much movement in terms of midfielder. I wish that wasn't the case, but that really is the case. Preston, that's cancelled because of COVID. Nine people, we don't know whether that's players or staff or a combination of both, have tested positive for coronavirus. That's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I hope it's not any really important first team players, but it might be. And it's a bit frustrating, but this is going to happen across the whole season from Manchester United. And not just Manchester United, it's going to happen everywhere. Tuanzebe, I haven't even spoken about this one yet. Tuanzebe is linked with a move to Newcastle, and Steve Bruce is keen to bring him in. Do you think that a loan move to Newcastle would be a good move for Axel Tuanzebe? Yes or no? Because what he needs next season certainly is regular Premier League football, as he showed with Aston Villa when he came up 2 years ago with promotion with them. He, anybody who's spamming the comments, and I see your name more than once, I'm putting you in a timeout. Mods should be doing this. If the mods aren't doing this, then I need more mods up in here. And I'll add a few more of you members in as mods because you're part of the family. But Axel Tuanzebe, as I said, he needs a loan move. I don't know whether or not a move to Newcastle will be the best thing in the world because Steve Bruce, let's be honest, is a very negative person. But I suppose it puts more onus on the defence. But he just certainly needs game time. And he's too good for the Championship now. He needs that Premier League experience, whether that's Newcastle, whether that's, I don't know, Brighton, whether that's anything. I don't know. But let me see what you think about this in the comments. Got Martin saying, yes, learning from Steve Bruce is going to be good for him. McKay saying a loan move should be good for him. Aaron Haynes on Facebook, you're saying, yes, for sure, my friend. Matthew Planky, you're saying, Tuanzebe needs regular first team action. Loan move away is the best idea. John, you're agreeing. You're saying loan move is a good idea. Trippier, I'd have if we sell some deadwood. I agree on all of that. And Luke Chan, you're saying Newcastle is a defensive team and he'll get the minutes. I think maybe that's why it would be a good move because they're so focused on their defense at Newcastle. If they score a goal, they're going to sit back and try and hold that, and that will help Tuanzebe's development. I think Newcastle will be a good move. I agree with all of you in the comments there, and I think United should be going ahead and doing that. And then we had a look at the new kit for this season, the new away kit. There's Jadon Sancho looking all smiles in it. I like it. I'm not going to be buying it. I'm not going to be supporting the Glazers. I'm going to be sitting here with my paused season ticket. I don't know what that means to me going to away games. I hope I can get some. Paused season ticket, not buying the kit. I'm here supporting oldschoolfootball.co.uk. They're giving everybody, honestly, I'm not getting any money from them. It's just that I think that what they do is good and what they're doing is helping the anti-Glazer momentum. So you go over there, oldschoolfootball.co.uk and use the code. I'll type it in the comments. I'll type it in the comments now. Oh my God, where's my mouse? UTV, People's TV 10. If you use that code over there, you can get 10% off. As I said, I'm not getting anything for it, but if you want to get one of these, you get 10% off for it. Something I will do one more plug before the end of the show, and I'll keep plugging this. You know what it is. It's the lovely 200,000 giveaway. I love this game. Sent to me by good old Paddy Evra. It is a beautiful letter in there. We've got a lovely bag in there. We've got an I love this game hoodie in there. It's free to enter. This is my way of saying thank you for helping us get to 200K. I'm going to be doing loads of giveaways on this channel. I'm going to keep doing giveaways. And the easy way to enter, it's very, very simple. Just head over to our Discord. There's a link I've just put into the comments now. You go over there. There's a giveaway channel. You'll see it right at the top. Go over there. Drop a like on the post with the Patrice Ever giveaway. Simple as that. And hopefully one of you will win it. But that's it for today's show. A bit of a quiet show, but it's a Friday show. It's a nice little chat. The kit was launched. Actually, it wasn't a quiet show. There was tons to talk about. Quite a few of you joined as new members. Big up to all of you. Big up to every single person who joins. If you want to join, there's a little button down below. It's less than the price of a pint. And any money that comes in is going to be reinvested back in to make the channel bigger and better for all of you guys. And me as well. I want to make it bigger and better. So drop a like if you're still watching and you're on Facebook. Share the stream if you would too. Drop a like and subscribe if you're watching on United People's TV on YouTube. I'll be here tomorrow morning with a lovely Saturday show. So you can fire over your ideas. Any news that you want me to cover, just tweet me at @SamPeoples_. Unless something breaks, I'll see you tomorrow, but maybe I'll see you later today. Anyway, have a great Friday, everybody. Take it easy.